You smell that? It smells like a bit goblin.
At the end of last year, Sony and Microsoft released their next-gen consoles, and alongside them came some new controllers, the PS5 DualSense controller and the Xbox Core controller. I've already done some overview type videos where I look at them from a general sense, and really, they seem just fine to me, assuming you can buy their consoles, of course. I kind of like the way the PS5 controller feels in my hands, and the Core controller is pretty dope, being backwards compatible with the Xbox One, though it's really just the same controller. But I really didn't touch on how to connect them to your PC. So, here we are. Feel free to skip around to the section that you need, or just watch the whole video. I'll appreciate it. Oh, and like it too. That'd be cool. Before any of you keyboard warriors start typing, you've already done this before, the PS4 controller is the same. I know, and frankly, I don't care. Nah, I do care, I'm just messing around. But I figure it'll be good for future searches to have a tutorial dedicated to these controllers, and not have to muck around thinking, is this the same as last gen controller? This kind of stuff isn't apparent to everyone, and I'm just trying to help them out. Gosh, man. For this video, we'll also be going over the Windows and Linux setups, and at the very end will be how to set them up with Steam. I've set up some markers or chapters or whatever they're called in the video timeline below, so feel free to jump around to see exactly what you need. It'd be weird if you needed them all, right? I need them. So first off, we're going to start off with connecting your controllers to Windows over Bluetooth. First thing you'll want to do is go to your Bluetooth settings by tapping the Windows key on your keyboard and then typing in Bluetooth. Should just be able to press enter on the first option that comes up, and then make sure your Bluetooth service is turned on. Then click on Add Bluetooth or Other Device. With the little pop-up that comes up, before you click on Bluetooth, for your Xbox controller, you want to hold the pairing button on the top of the controller until the Xbox logo is flashing really quickly. Or if you have a PS5 controller, you'll want to hold the share and PS5 buttons together so the light behind the touchpad starts double flashing. Then go ahead and click on Bluetooth. You'll see Xbox Wireless Controller for your Xbox. Click on that. Eventually it should connect to your controller. Boom, I'm connected. Or in the case of the PS5 controller, let's go back to Add Bluetooth Device. And eventually we'll see something like Wireless Controller come up. Like that. Wait a second. And boom, my controller's connected. Alright, so for the Linux side of things, we're going to be on my laptop with Pop! OS 2010 and GNOME Shell Desktop. There's nothing special in regards to game support or anything else compared to, say, Fedora, Manjaro, or Arch Linux or anything. It's just, this is what I have on my laptop, and that's what we're going to roll with. So depending on your desktop or your OS, things might be slightly different. But for now, let's go up to the Bluetooth settings, going up to the top right and then clicking on Settings. In the window that pops up, I'm clicking on the Bluetooth section. Make sure that your Bluetooth service is turned on. There's like a little toggle button at the top of the window for me. You may have to do something else for this, but make sure Bluetooth is on. If everything is good, it should start automatically searching for Bluetooth devices. So here again, let's press the pairing button on the top of the Xbox controller until the Xbox logo flashes. Here it shows up as Xbox Wireless Controller or whatever that number is. Click on it, and it looks like the window froze. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm going to turn the controller off and get back into this window to show you the PS5 controller. So we're back at the Bluetooth window. I pressed the PlayStation and share buttons on the PS5 controller until the light starts flashing behind the touchpad, and I see Wireless Controller pop up in the search devices. I click on it, and look at that. It is paired. Cool. All that's left now is setting up the configuration with Steam, and let's go ahead and hop on back over to my desktop. Connecting both of the controllers is pretty easy through Steam, in both Windows and Linux as well. Once you have Steam open, go up to the top left and click on Steam, then go to Settings. On the left side of the window that pops up, go to Controller, then click on General Controller Settings. Here you'll want to click on the box to enable the Xbox and or PlayStation controller supports, depending on what controllers you have. Then click on Back. Click OK. You may be prompted to restart Steam. In this case, I will, just to be safe. And boom, you're good to go. You can start playing games with either of your controllers connected, and at this point, all I have to say is have fun. Like I've said before, the process to connect these controllers to your PC is the same as it was before, and they're both pretty simple. Still a very easy and quick process to get going with your games, and assuming all of your games support the controllers, it's really easy to get going. There are some other things like DS4 Windows and some other stuff that you may need to do if you're not using Steam games, but there are plenty of guides online that you can search for and get going that way. And honestly, I wish I had more to say, but these controllers this generation just really didn't have anything revolutionary or game-changing. The core controller is pretty much the same controller, just with a fresh coat of lipstick, and the PS5 controller did adjust some of its fit and feel in your hands and change the aesthetics a bit, but otherwise they're pretty much the same, so I guess it's both good and kind of bad, so take that as you will. But anyways, I hope you liked the video. Go ahead and like and or dislike. Anyways, I hope you liked the video. Go like or dislike with the like buttons down below. Leave a comment if your feelings are a little more complex than that. Subscribe to my channel to keep up with my latest videos, and go join my Big Goblin Discord server. I'm building a great community. Only got a few people on there, but there's plenty of room for plenty of other people. And otherwise, I will catch you in the next one.